Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for serving at Easter. Our whole goal for kids ministry at Easter is for kids to make a friend, have some fun, and hear the gospel message at least twice. We're going to be starting in the warehouse. We'll have a lot of welcoming time, playing games, getting to know each other a little bit. And then as service begins, one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to discover that the Easter message is missing, and that we are all invited to figure out where the Easter message is and discover what the Easter message is all about. So join me as we head over to the chapel, and I'll tell you what's happening next.
Hey, so we're here at the chapel now, and basically you're gonna get them down here, you're gonna stop them at the door and make sure they all go at the same time, but each group has a color. Pink is kindergarten, purple's first grade, yellow is second grade, blue is third grade. None of these eggs have anything in them. They're just finding 5 of them, bringing them back out to you to trade them in. There is 2 things that will have things in them. The green egg has a Bible story clue. It's gonna just be one of them in there, so they're trying to find that. There'll be about 15 to 20 gold eggs. Not enough for every kid, most likely, but they can only find one. They do have treats and candy inside, and they get to keep them. So that's the only thing that has anything in them. They don't need to open up their eggs. Once you get your eggs, you'll come back to your area. For example, if you're in second grade, you've got this yellow area. You got your yellow box. They're gonna bring you their 5 yellow eggs. They can drop them in the bucket, and then you will give them a delicious bag of gummy worms. There's 5 gummy worms for 5 eggs. If there's anybody that has a problem with gummy worms, with dyes or sugar, we've got a sugar, any allergens basically. We've got sugar-free, we've got a dye-free. So that'll be with them. And then just as a little reminder that why we do the gummy worms, because if we're with Jesus, if we're followers of Jesus, then we're not gonna go in the ground and rot with the worms. We're going to heaven with him for eternity.
Now that we've finished the Easter egg hunt, we're going to be headed into small groups. You're going to want to make sure that you know which small group number you're headed to and where you're headed. We will assign that to you right when you get to the warehouse at the beginning. But now that we've finished the Easter egg hunt, bring your small group into the small group room. And what you're going to discover in the room is that there are 2 puzzles to put together. Have the students put together both puzzles. Once you've completed putting the puzzles together, you can work on some of the discussion questions, which just talk about which puzzle has the most to do with Easter. Then read through the scripture that is provided for you in the sheet, as well as some discussion questions. The last thing you're going to want to do before you leave the small group is ask the students to find our last clue. There is a clue. As you look at this puzzle, it's hard to tell because it's not put together, but there is an actual piece that looks like this. And it was underneath the table. So you'll have your students find it. They realize, oh, that's the piece. Bring this piece to the warehouse. So that's the next step. Bring your small group up to the warehouse for the finale, which is to talk about the gospel message one more time and worship Jesus. Thank you.